back for a touchdown.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Cowboys 14, Washington 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
Antonio,
you should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Haskins will set up the screen for Gibson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 43-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Prescott to throw this time. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll give to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Washington 6.
That's out to the left and complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And again, it's Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards. Moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down.
8 yards. It's now
they'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On second down, it's Gibson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Antonio Gibson.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First down, Washington. Haskins finding McLaurin.
A gain of 7. First down, Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to KharyMcFly313, and it's 3rd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Haskins going to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
7-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
23 yards, the final tally.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good runner?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
For the field goal, a 37-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play? And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Haskins. He's got a man. Complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. From the gun, it's Haskins. Caught by Nelson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And this is taken in at the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Prescott. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And some room to work. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
Dontari Poe in on the stop.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Washington 1st down.
On 1st down, Gibson. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 17, Haskins eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Couple of second-year guys, Haskins to McLaurin for a Washington first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Operating from the gun, Haskins. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there, and you say, okay.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way down to the 35. A big run that time by Elliott. Give him 55 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Switch up, switch up. Hey, kill. 47. Go. Get out there.
Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. But the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brought down at the 30.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check, check, check. 36, 36. Check it backer, check it backer.
Now a give right side. It's Gibson, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey.
And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Cowboys 31, Washington 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Washington 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
No, sir.
First down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He can do whatever. He ain't gonna do that, though.
And
Almost.
At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Washington on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. This time, Haskins will look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time. For the
You said what, Bubba?
When this game is done, do you think that I can use the mic?
Huh?
When this game is done, do you think that I can use the mic?
I'll let you see it. No, not when this game is over. I'll let you. Yeah. What's cracking? What's cracking? Hey, you just got a first down? Man, I was accepting it. I was accepting the invite. I wasn't even playing. I ain't mad at you. Come on, man. Oh man, it don't end. It is what it is, man. I look at it when receivers for the Lions miss wide open shots and drop balls. It just happens, man. But this a video game. It ain't supposed to be happening. What? Yeah.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Play action. Haskins. He's going to let it fly.
He grabbed me. Oh, he grabbed me. Come on, dog. Hey, man. How I'm in front of the dude and I get a pass interference call? You said what now, bro? Type him a message. I'm in a park. Hold on.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. From the gun, Haskins, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
What? He said one. Oh, he said rookie of the year. He had one big run, but I guess that's all he needs.
Work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I gotta make a drink after this, man. Goodness gracious.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
Hey, Jesse, you seen before he dropped that touchdown pass, Sean Lee had the pick and literally ignored it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage.
Oh, yeah, man. You got to get it out the mud, as No Fly Zone would say.
It's still open for the coordinator.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 4 yards. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now Elliott. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Throwing here, Prescott. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
You'll see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you'll see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on display.
Oh, this nigga Zoe was getting murdered. Dog, hey, I was dying. Them niggas was like, every time it's time to go to court, it's you.
That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Cowboys, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Washington, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,
Bruh, I didn't know what it was literally until today when I saw the pictures. No, every league I play in, it's a no back-to-back rule.